Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you there.
Here you go. Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Back again.
Yeah. So yeah, you said that you haven't sold a sports card in what, a
In
year or
almost a
something?
year.
Yeah.
Almost a year. Yeah. I just said, let me just stick to tradition and what I, what I do. I can't conform. I can't be somebody that I'm not. So I'm a collector at heart. If I need money, of course I would sell. I'm not
Right.
an
Right.
idiot. I'm not a fool. If you need money, sell your collection. But I also have to say this: they make it seem like if you're hurting for money, then you should invest in sports card as a way to, I
Mm-mm.
don't know, help yourself financially. No, if you need money, the worst thing you can do is invest in sports cards or buy a blaster box to hope you can make some money and flip it. And that's a message that these content creators push. You hear them talk about it, they act as if, well, it's nothing wrong with making money and buying cars. No, it is something wrong. If you're in debt, if you don't have any money, don't go to Target or the LCS and buy a blast or a mega box. That's the worst thing you can do. So,
Yeah.
they try to make it happy and chipper, but it's not. That's the worst
Yeah.
thing you could do if you need money. If you had your collection for a while, you need money, definitely sell it. But
Exactly.
yeah.
Now I mentioned Gary Vee earlier, Jeff Wilson.
Yep.
I know you talked about him, but your thoughts on Jeff Wilson?
Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. I mean, he's the it's just so funny. I'm just thinking about it. Jeff Wilson. He's the industry guy. He may not be the puppet master, but he's the number one puppeteer. He's the one that, you know, the industry elites use to move the needle. And that's Jeff in a nutshell. He's the one that's gonna pump, he's gonna be the voice piece to pump Disney. He's the one they use to pump what was the racing F1 or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a while back, F1.
F1 formula. Yeah, he's the guy they used to pump that, pump Marvel, pump Star, the Star Michael Jordan cards. He's pumping that heavy. Star is his latest pump. So those Star Michael Jordan cards, they're about to just. I mean, they've already skyrocketed, but Jeff is on the case. So that's Jeff's position. He's the number one um a puppeteer. He's the one that he moves the needle so that the naive people in the hobby can just do what he says. If he says this is the new thing and they all buy it, that's what Jeff is for. It's all industry,
Ken
so
Goldin.
that's what they use him.
What would you
Yeah,
think of
yeah.
Ken Goldin?
Actually like Ken. I mean, I like Ken Golden. I mean, he does the same thing, but what I like about Ken, again, is the story. Ken is about the money, but he also tells the story of the pieces that he sells at his auction house. And that's what I love. Like he'll have the original 1940, I don't know, Jackie Robinson jersey. And he'll tell a story behind the Jackie Robinson jersey. He'll pop up the story and he'll sell it. And that's what I like about Ken Golden, as opposed to these guys where you don't see any backstory of the card or the merchandise and they just sell it. It's just moving in and out. Ken Golden at least gives you the backstory of it, tell you the historical meaning, and then he sells it. So I like that about Ken. I actually I actually am a little inspired by Ken Golden. When I think about my collection in the long term, when I pass it down to my daughters and my grandkids, and I tell them the history and the value of it. So I actually like that aspect of Ken Golden. So
That's
I don't have
interesting.
too much of issue with him. Yeah.
That's interesting that you say that because there's some things I like about Ken Golden and some things I
Mm-hmm.
just absolutely hate about him. And when
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to him on the phone like a couple of years ago about the card porn thing, like he was an amazing salesperson. Just whatever
Definitely.
people
Yeah.
think about him, like if you just talk, if people, I mean, if you see him on a video, it's a lot different, but if you're actually talking to him, it's like, wow. I think that's part of the reason why he's able to get these celebrities. I think what Joe Montana, Barry Bonds, I
Mm-hmm.
think Reggie Jackson, all of these athletes sell their stuff through him. And I think he
Oh
has a
yeah.
gift of selling.
I
say
would
whatever
too.
you want about him, and I have issues with him too. I mean, like,
Yep.
I don't know why he was hanging out with Shine a couple of years ago. That just seems sus. I mean, like,
Yep.
there's I don't know if you followed the Spiegel brothers lawsuit. Did you follow that?
Heard about it, but I didn't follow it too
Yeah.
closely.
So allegedly, some dude said that Shine was allegedly on payroll as a
Oh
consultant.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you know the background, right? Of
Yep. Yep.
yep,
Yep.
yep. So
Yep.
I mean, it's going to court, Spiegel versus Ken, regarding that LeBron James card. And the also crazy part about that was Shine was working with card porn to take that card down.
Wow.
The LeBron, yeah, it's a wild story. So yeah, that's yeah. Now, I am friendly with these individuals, like Neo, Sports Card
Mm.
Dad, and all of them. What would you say about these individuals here?
So again, I have an affinity for you guys. Again,
Yeah.
you to me. So before you guys was a PSA collector. He was the
No, oh
OG.
yeah, he was
And they
awesome.
had some OGs way before him, but he
Yeah,
was the guy before
right. He
you
was awesome.
guys came in. I look at you guys as like the '96 draft class because there was a bunch of talent who came in, but it was guys like great. I don't know anyone before him, but PSA collector, he was the man. He was the one doing it before the explosion. Um, I stick with you because you were the first one to go against the grain. Actually, love Neo. Neo gets on my nerves a little bit because he kind of is very positive about the industry, but it is what it is. But Neo is like I watch Neo because Neo is like to me he's my CNN Fox News because I'm turned off by the hobby, but if I want to get the latest, if I just need to know
Yeah,
what's going on,
Don.
I'll
Yeah,
turn on a Neo. So Neo is my guy. I've met Neo before too, and he's a cool dude. Sports car dad, he's cool, but he was the first to what turned me off was all of the endorsements. And it just turned me off. I mean, you try to watch a sports car dad video. I mean, damn, he's promoting this, within the first 5 minutes. It was just too cringe for me all of the promotions, the endorsements. I just that kind of turned me off with Sports Car Dad, and I think he's too chipper for me. I like a little bit of reality. He's too Regis and Kelly for me. He's just too
just
positive. Yeah, he is. He's too positive for me. I need a little realness, and I can get that with Neo more so than a guy like Sports Car Dad. But
I
he's
see
okay. I
sports.
just
Sorry
don't
to
watch him.
interrupt. I see sports car dad. He
Yeah.
gets mad in some of these videos. He he's calling things out. I mean, I just saw the video the other day.
Okay.
He was calling
See,
out
I
Darren
haven't
Well,
watched him
if
in a
you
while.
okay,
Okay. See,
I
it's been
saw.
a while. It's
Yeah,
been a
it's been a
while.
while since
So
you've seen him. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah.
back into these things because now I have more
Okay,
time,
yeah,
and now I
yeah,
see okay, sports cars have gone up. I just want to see everyone's opinion.
yeah, yeah.
So
It was a turn off though, and you would see it in the comments the days though I was watching Sports Car Dad, and he would those endorsements, and he would promote a company. It was just like, God damn, I just want to watch the video, and it just was too much for me, so I just stopped watching them.
yeah, in his defense though, there are a lot of people that have endorsements now. Like
Yeah,
there was a time where I was, approached like, do you want to get these arena club there's these arena club packs. So, they offered me these and I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. And I think some
yeah.
other individual said, hey, you can meet Derek Jeter. And I'm like,
Mm,
this seems really tempting, but I know why they're doing that because they want to try to buy me off. And
mm,
ultimately, I made the decision I'm not going to be taking these
yeah.
things.
I also think it's how you incorporate it in your video. I think
Yeah.
the way he would edit his videos and the timing of it was bad because I don't mind endorsements. I mean, shit, if somebody wants to give me a ton of money to promote a product, I will do it. But I think it's the flow of the video. He was doing it too early. You get guys who they start the video and then in the middle they'll use the promotion. You have to like you kind of got to make it gel right. It just wasn't gelling. It was turning me off, and it turned a lot of people off from the comments that I used to see. So I mean, I see he's still around, so that's good. I don't have a huge deal with him. I just didn't like the early promotions in the video. But I don't mind people getting endorsements because I mean, it's an opportunity. It's just,
Yeah.
I guess, it's the
Yeah.
way you edit your
Yeah,
videos.
I don't have, if someone wants to make an extra buck here and there because the economy is a little tough, I get it. The medical
Yeah,
bills, yeah, I mean,
exactly.
I get it. I understand. You may not know
Yeah.
what's going on behind the scenes, but for me, I think what's most important is someone trying to control my messaging, and I can't do that. I can't do
hmm
that, and
Oh,
that's
I didn't
why,
also like.
yeah,
See, now we going and we're flowing now.
yeah,
But
right,
another
right.
reason what turned me off was sports card dad. He was a big SGC guy, and I felt like YouTubers were trying to pump SGC over PSA, and that would piss me off. He was really big in the SGC, and now we have seen PSA purchase SGC, and I thought that was I don't know if I excuse my language, but I really thought that was market manipulation and a bullshit move. Not just him, but for people to say, you know what, we need to, and I feel like it was a YouTuber thing, and they to me they were not being honest about SGC. They were acting like SGC was the best thing in the world, and it was turning me off some of the things they were saying. And I remember I had an issue with Sports Card Dad about that because to me they were being dishonest. Now they're doing that with Tag. Tag is now the new influencer thing. They're trying to find ways to promote companies, market it, get some benefit from it. And again, I guess since they have a car with Tag, now they want their value to go up or SGC. And you see the manipulation in it. I mean, I get again, PSA, they do scumbag shit. I get it, but it is what it is. They're still number one. I don't care what you say on YouTube. You know, the National showed that PSA was number one. Yeah, I mean, I went to a Fanatics Fest. It showed that PSA is still number one. I mean, I don't care what you guys are saying on YouTube. The numbers show otherwise. So and yeah, again, I didn't like that. I hate market manipulation stuff, and I felt like that was a trend of what YouTubers were trying to do with CGC, and it all ended when they were purchased by PSA.
CGC or SGC? I mean SGC.
SGC, excuse
Yeah,
me,
yeah. Oh,
SGC,
okay, okay.
SGC. Yep, yep. They were for a while. YouTubers were really trying to pump SGC over PSA, but that shit ended when PSA uh, bought them out.
Yeah, and they also bought Beckett too. What do you think about Beckett?
Yeah. Well, I like that PSA purchased Beckett because it seemed like I'm hearing more and more about Beckett. The only bad thing about Beckett is your Beckett will not have any respect on it unless it grades a 9.8. I think if you get a
Or it was
BGS,
like a
anything,
pristine 10, right? That's what it is. Yeah.
exactly. If you get
Yeah.
anything less than the BGS 9.8, you're done. So that's my only issue with Beckett, which is sad. But it's like great at your own risk. But it seems like ever since the merger or the purchase from PSA, people are speaking their name more, and the respect is coming back for Beckett. But again, there's a risk if you don't get a BGS 9.8 or better, you have BGS 8.5. It just depends. I don't know if it shares the same respect, especially for a modern type card. So that's the
Yeah.
risk you take with Beckett.
Yeah. Speaking of Beckett, it's unfortunate that Dr. Beckett's I don't know if respectability, I don't know if that's a word, but
Mhm.
it's just gone down the tubes over the past couple of years. And I respected the guy for quite some time. And, I don't know if you remember him talking about defensive shield bidding and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just,
He's part of the industry elite.
yeah, he is. And then he said that if you talk negative about the hobby, do you want your sports cards to go down? He said that like in 2022. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's just weird. But
I mean, it's not.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm just saying it's not a hobby anymore.
No.
I mean, again, it's a lazy word to use. Beckett said that. I mean, I think that's the issue is because it's not a hobby anymore, and I think that's why everyone is frustrated. Like a lot of the old timers, and it's a sports card hustle. I mean, you should say that. You were frustrated with the sports card hustle, the sports card industry. That's what people are upset about. A blaster box. I just purchased NBA hoops. Sometimes I just buy just to say what the hell. NBA hoop NBA hoops blaster box cost me $35. I mean, what are we doing? How could you not be frustrated with that? Are you not supposed to say anything? Are we just supposed to shut up?
They'd
$35 blaster box?
be like, you're complaining, you're whining, you should make more money. It's like it's just stupid things
It's
like that.
idiots.
Yeah,
That's the
it's like
Johnny
these
come lately mentality.
it's the industry folks saying like if you can't afford to go to the national, like what kind of hobbyist are you? Or if you can't or like people used to say, I used to buy cheap cards. It's like, why do you care how much money I spend on cards? I'm talking about fraud. I mean, I buy sometimes expensive things, sometimes cheap things. So I
Hmm.
do a little bit of both. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Same here.
yeah, but before I let you go, is there anything else that you
Yeah.
want to discuss?
You know what? I did physical media. Speaking of, we were having a conversation earlier, and you said, I bring things to the forefront before it explodes.
Yeah,
So I have some PlayStation. I'm sure you heard the news about PlayStation going digital. I would encourage your audience to buy more physical because we are going digital, and this stuff it's so rare. Um, you want the physical stuff will explode. So I just want to show you.
yeah.
So this is Rui Hachimura on the cover of NBA 2K, and this is the digital stuff that you have to buy because I mean you can't find this every day in stores. This is NBA 2K with J. Cole on the cover sealed. So this is the stuff when you hear the news that everything is going digital, this is the stuff that you want to have in your collection. So I just wanted to show that and express how important physical media is as opposed to digital. So
Okay,
that's
yeah,
it.
and that's why I'm buying tickets too. But
Exactly.
and I appreciate you coming on. And before I let you go, where can people find you?
So you can find me DeesVintage128 on Instagram. And as yo, Raul said, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I've been following you from day one. I've been in the comment section of yours again when you started your page. And it's funny how life works, how we're actually having a conversation and
Right.
6 years later. So this is really cool, man. I appreciate you for
Yeah.
having me on.
Yeah. Thanks
I
for
really
coming on, man.
appreciate that.
Yep.
No problem.
Yep.
Have a good one, man.
You too.